right, welcome back to the show. This is our last guest of the day, and of course we have it's me, Hugh, and Jen Frankel, author of
Hello.
Undead Redhead.
I am indeed.
And speaking of redheads,
We got a redhead.
our guest has got red
I
hair.
know.
Adriana is here. Adriana
Hello.
Prosser,
I am indeed a redhead.
and you're a producer, and we're gonna just leave the question of whether you're undead or not
Wow.
till later because
Redheads have no soul, so I mean,
It's
does
true,
that,
I know.
Is that a qualifier?
Is that true? Where
think
did,
it-
where did you get that information from?
From everybody who's ever made a nasty remark about a redhead.
Also true. Also
Yeah.
true. I mean, stop signs are the color red for a reason, and I think that's where it comes from. Is
Is that
just
because it-
beware, like just stop, caution, redheads.
I thought you meant that stop signs suck your soul out of your body.
No, that would be me for everybody else.
Oh, okay. So you suck people's souls out, but you don't end up with a soul of your own. You just consume the souls.
It's
perhaps?
it's more of an appetite kind of thing. Yeah,
See, this all seems really relevant to somehow to the show that you're promoting today.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything's a segue.
Absolutely. Well, except yeah.
There it is. The,
Segues are actually double
Here, let's zoom in
segues.
on that.
Oh, all right,
Oh, there
there
we
you
go.
go.
We
I'll
don't
leave it.
have to. Yeah.
Hey!
Ta-da! So I'm here toting The Harrowing of Brimstone McCready by Eldritch Theatre. And it does actually have to do with the loss of souls. So, good segue.
It all comes full circle.
It does. Yeah.
And it's at the Red, again.
At the Red Sandcastle.
Sandcastle
You know,
Theatre.
I didn't put those two together. Well done, well done.
I've never
It's a
been
whole
there,
theme.
but it's right in my neighborhood, that
Yeah.
theater. Like,
Oh,
what's,
great.
it's like in a storefront. Like, is that a good theater?
It's a really fun space because it can be anything. It's an old storefront.
Yeah.
Rosemary Doyle just wanted a theater space, and so she did it. And it's a black box. It's I've done a one-woman show there, and then Eric and Eldritch Theatre have taken it over and made it into this very creepy purgatory saloon from 1897. So it can be anything. That space. It's really great.
So it's sounds like it's the kind of place where you can have a lot of integration between the audience and the performers. and that
Very
kind of
intimate.
thing.
Yeah, max 50 seats. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
seen more than that.
Yeah.
So it's really in your face.
So you're the producer of this place. So tell us the story of how this.
You actually produce it as well?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, because I just saw you. I saw you listed as the marketing monster.
I am a marketing monster, but also the director of the Canny, which is AKA producing, and so many hats. I do like hats. So the Harrowing of Brimstone McCready. You find Brimstone, a tragic Victorian character. He actually makes a deal with the devil to be the best con man that you ever did see, and he has a vision. He has a vision to go to the Klondike and mine the miners, and that's when everything goes wrong.
Like, mine them for what?
Mine them
their-
for gold. So instead of him going
Oh,
out and doing all the
right.
hard work,
He's
gonna
conning
let-
them out of the gold.
exactly, he's going to mine the miners. So it's an Eldritch piece. It's a Victorian setting, and he uses wonderful slang from that era, which I really like chichacos is my favorite.
Is it real?
And you said moil. What's
Is
that?
it based on real, like?
It's based on actual Canadian history, but it's just based. It's inspired by.
No, but I mean like the language you're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
slang from those times. That's
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah,
That's kinda
absolutely.
Cool. So
Oh my God!
So
So, it's
cool.
educational as well.
I mean, one of my greatest loves is Canadian history, if not Toronto history. So this is a lot of my bag is horror, puppets, magic, Canadian history. It's a lot of cool stuff in one.
so there's puppets involved.
Oh, but yes.
Instead of real actors.
Yeah, well, we've got Eric Wolf, who created the puppets and wrote the show. He is a one-man puppeteer, and he does all the voices, he does all of the acting, and he uses these fantastic props, as you can see, made by Melanie McNeil, and lighting by Caitlin Hickey, and really, really creepy soundscape by Jude Haynes. Directed by Dylan Trowbridge. I think I did all of my shout outs except for to our fantastic stage manager, or manager of stages, which is Sandy Becker. And it comes together in this really creepy, unique puppet show. But what is missing from all of these photos, because it's really hard to capture, is the sleight of hand. Because he becomes a con man, a card shark.
Yeah.
It's all this fast card magic where it's like you see it, now you don't. Oh, I just took your money, didn't even see it. Oh, now it's in my pocket.
So is he, besides being a puppeteer, is he a card magician?
He's a
like that?
magician as well. Yeah.
So because you kind of can't fake that, right?
No, you can't fake
Unless you got
that.
fake cards
Yeah.
or something. I don't know how they do
But
that
even
stuff.
then, you can't fake the dexterity. Like I've seen Eric do some
Yeah.
stuff that just blew me away with his manual dexterity. Yes. And then there's actually a special add-on, isn't there, for people who really are hardcore into wanting
And
to see some
brave.
of this. Yes.
Yes. They can do a post-show gambles and cheats in the creepy theater basement. And it's all of the tricks that didn't make it into the show because they were just too intricate and too intimate. So to have like somebody as far away from me as you would miss it.
Right.
So he has like this intimate space where only like about 10 people get to go downstairs. It's pretty cool.
That's part of the show?
That's the premium seats.
Oh,
Only those brave enough to go downstairs.
nice.
And is there music in this show as well?
There is, and there's some beautiful vocal work by Dylan's wife, and it's all Western and that kind of like plinky piano. Have you been watching Westworld?
The new show?
Yeah.
No.
but-
Ugh. Ugh. It's all just, it just all comes together. Because again, it's that plinky piano saloon kind of music, but with an edge. It's a little creepy.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
this show?
In
Is
this
Is
show.
it live?
No,
or is
we've
it
canned
pre-recorded? But it's
Yeah.
original
to
music.
fit a piano in that space would have been hard.
Well, you're
That's
going to
true.
have to kick a couple of the audience members out. You don't want to
Yeah.
do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we don't want to do that.
Because you want to maximize your revenue.
Yeah, yeah.
This piano's costing us money.
Because otherwise he's going to have to mine you for your dollars.
Exactly.
And you don't want to see that because it can get messy.
But it's original score? Like original music? Like?
In the show, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Now, when is it on?
It is on now until November 13th. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. Oh, look, I can see all the people that I possibly, yes. I meant, yeah, mentioned most people. It is on now until November 13th. Every night, so Tuesdays through Sunday. We've got Tuesday through Saturday, is 8 p.m. And then Sundays are a matinee at 3 p.m.
So if you're a little bit faint of heart, you can come to the matinee and then you get to walk out into the sunlight instead of being...
And there is an ice cream store next door.
I was going to
So you
mention
can
that.
reward yourself
Yeah.
with an ice cream.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But you might need to.
Or salve your fears.
Exactly.
Yes.
You made it.
Or at least
ice cream reward.
Cover up the pain temporarily.
So now how did you get involved with Eldritch Theatre?
Funny story. I saw Eldritch Theater's show from last year, which was Dr. Pretorius Weathergloom's Medicine Cabinet and Other Words. It was a very long, wonderful title. And my partner and I saw it, and we couldn't stop talking about it because it was, again, horror, magic, and puppets. And it's just like, when do you ever see all of those three together done so well? And Eric had actually, he picked on me for audience participation. Warning, there is audience participation. And that after like the third day of us being like, gosh, that was a really good show, I emailed him because I feel like you should tell people that they're great. That's a nice thing to hear.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you ever need help with social media, just let me know. So 8 months later, I got a job.
That's a way to do it.
It's kind of nice when it works out like that. If only it could be always like that.
So the Pretorius Weathergloom character, has that actually been retired now, or is he still
Well, if you sign up,
investigating it?
if you sign up for our newsletter, he writes our newsletters to our subscribers.
Wait, who's our? in this
The
case?
Eldritch Cabal of Horror.
Okay.
So if you'd like to get in our cabal of horror, you can find us on social and sign up through our website. And Dr. Weathergloom really likes to give insightful banter to our subscribers. And he also likes giving away things for free to try and make your mortal, this mortal realm a little bit more, I don't know, satisfactory, right? Everybody likes free things, right? Especially a free Eldritch show.
No, are these all, because this is written and performed pretty much by Eric Wolf, right? Like, is the Eldritch Cabal of Horror all based around Eric?
Well, they're all just the people who have come and seen our show or really dig us.
No, oh yeah, okay, I know, but it's like in a sense, it's a one-man show,
They've done
right?
two-handers in the past too, but essentially,
Yeah. I'm just
that's
trying
the
to
theme.
just get a sense if there's like the next one might have a different actor altogether,
Oh,
or
possibly, but most likely Eric is involved. He
Yeah.
is our King Poobah, not Kuba, Poobah.
Now, I saw one of Eric's shows years and years ago where he was actually working with a musician who was on stage with him. So they would kind of trade off back and forth with songs and things like that. But it's always that same kind of horror, and he's really brought the magic into it, and the puppets. The techniques of building the puppets have just grown over the years, and it's pretty fantastic what he's doing now.
And there are always very different types of puppets. I know that Frankenstein's Boy and House at Poe Corner had very different stylized puppets than what is in The Harrowing of Brimstone McCready. In Harrowing Brimstone McCready, they're just about yay high, kind of doll-like puppets, and none of them that have like that they're inside like hand puppets, right, or rod puppets. So each show has a different flavor to them. But again, like you're saying, that overriding theme of Eldritch, there's a certain quality to it.
Yeah, no, and I remember too, like seeing various shows of Eric's where there'd be like different styles of puppets even for the same show. So there'd be like the rather block-like, dull-witted son of a character, and he would actually be mostly just like a block of wood with eyes on it. and so Eric's doing all the voices for the puppets, but they all kind of, the way that they're built actually has a lot to say about the character of the creature itself, or the person. His romantic interest in the last one was a puppet, and then he became her puppet.
We all just
Yeah,
thought,
no, it's fantastic.
puppets are cool. Just
Puppets are cool and creepy,
and creepy.
and they will also suck your souls out of your body.
Well, yes. I mean, all of them are trying to actually sell your soul to the devil for a price. So, at least in this show.
So, how long you've been involved for a few months now then? Or
Yeah, just a couple months. So I'm
And-
hoping you're not asking any questions. I don't know.
Was Eric actually in development for the play before you came on board?
No, he had written it and it was already in draft, and so that was a really a nice treat for him to be like, "Do you like this? Would you want to back something like this?" And again, puppets, magic, horror, Canadian history just blew me away, and I was like, "Yes, yes, yes! I'm totally on board." So I got to see it in draft form and be there at first read and sit in on some of the rehearsals. And so can you if you'd like, because we're on Instagram and I do it a lot. So a lot of behind the scenes work as well.
Oh, it's great.
now how does it work? Because it's got like one guy and some puppets, right? Like, so you could see that.
You're trying to get your head around this, aren't you?
You're
This
just
is
going to have to
awesome.
come see it.
You're
Well,
definitely going to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm
It's
just
in
trying
your
to think about,
neighborhood.
like, if you did it at a big theater, you'd be too far away. Most
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
would be
you
too
might
far
be.
away to really get it. But in this intimate environment, it actually works. Or
It does.
do you need cameras on it and a big screen to amplify it up for people?
Well, I don't want to ruin any of the surprises, but there might be some multimedia involved in
Oh.
this specific show.
Okay.
And as you say, there's a little bit of element of that pulling people out of the audience and
Yes,
getting
yes.
them to pick a card or something more nefarious.
Absolutely, yes. Eric only has 2 hands. I'm sure he would want more, so that's why he picks on the audience.
We need Octopus Wolf.
Well, I mean, what is it, Cthulhu Fagan? Like
Oh, yes,
we would like to have, what is it, Octopodal? No, that's
Well,
not a
how
word
do
at
you?
all.
There's got to be a way to do it somehow. I mean, look what Jim Henson did.
That is true.
Right?
Ah.
Yeah. So you need to have puppeteer friends, is what you're saying.
I just
He,
say I don't
he
know
needs
what
a
you
Frank
need.
Oz.
Bionic arms.
Yes.
So this is good till November 13th. So it's Tuesday to Saturday. You guys get Mondays off, right?
Mondays off.
Sunday night and Mondays off.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen after this? Like, are you going to start working on another
Not another
Eric
show.
Wolf production?
I'd like to, yeah. And I've been having such a great time doing social media for something that you are actually passionate about.
Yeah.
Is rare and wonderful.
Yeah.
So channeling Dr. Weathergloom and being the marketing monster and having that kind of voice, that brand voice, has been really fun.
So you're channeling the doctor?
I'm starting to channel the doctor,
Okay.
which is really exciting
All right.
and scary. I get possessed by Dr. Weathergloom's
true?
spirit. whenever I sit down at the computer. Yes.
But that's slightly terrifying because if I remember correctly, his last exorcism manual included how to rid yourself of evil spirits via amputation.
Well,
It basically is an illustration of your hand and tells you what parts to cut off depending on what you're suffering from.
when it's got to go, it's got to go.
Yeah.
So you can see that there's very dark humor in it. But if you like
Absolutely.
this kind of walk on the wild side kind of humor, it's just the most delightful kind of performance.
Absolutely. Lovecraft meets, I don't even know, like hilarious, SCTV maybe? I don't know. Like there's a lot of Canadian content, but also very Poe, very Lovecraftian edge to everything.
Now you've been involved with history in Toronto in other ways too. You work
Yeah.
for the museums Toronto, or?
Yeah, the Toronto Historic Sites, Museums, and Services, and I help them with their social media as well, and I've been doing historical interpretation for them for a while. So history is my bag. I may have worn several bonnets and petticoats in my life, which is really fun. So that's why this show being in Victorian times, and here you go, now that we're having a real interview, I did a stint on an Alaskan cruise line. So I've actually been to the Klondike. I've actually been to Dawson City and Skagway and like all these places that Eric mentions in the show.
That's a long way from the water,
It's a long way from the water.
right? You took a cruise and then what?
Well, then we did day excursions.
Yeah.
And I've actually like ridden horseback while the sun was setting on the Yukon Escarpment. So
Wow,
it's
that's-
like, I know these places.
So you
That's
already-
amazing.
It's really neat.
Did you have to set Eric straight about what places are really like up there?
Well, no. His research is top notch. Yeah, no.
Oh,
When
that's
he gets
great.
involved in his script, it's very dedicated. And I know a couple people. My one friend, here's a shout out to Scott Moyle. He actually lived up there, and he saw the show, and he was like, you know what, that was good. Those are some good references.
That's great.
Yeah.
There's that word again, moil.
That one is spelled with a Y and not an I.
So I guess the next thing would probably be like a Dawson City tour or something like that.
Well, it would be really
kind of
fun. Yeah, it would be really fun if we could do a theater exchange and that we
Yeah.
could come up there and then one of them, like we could host them to come down here. I'm talking to you, Dawson City. Yeah, let's do this. Dawson City BIA, let's do some business. But that would be really fun to have the different interpretations, right?
Absolutely.
Would it make sense to make this like a full cast production, no puppets, and just like big real people?
Interesting. I mean, that's its charm. That's like saying,
But a
let's
story-
take Sesame Street and take Big Bird out of it and just put a guy with a yellow shirt in there. Like, it's just not the same.
Well, yeah.
But it would be neat. Yeah.
It's
that would be
hard
cool.
to imagine actually how you would, because I'm not even sure that I would enjoy it as much. It would have to be completely restaged and
Yeah.
rethought of if it was
I
going to
mean,
be on
but yeah, but
television
the
or
story
something,
would, you'd think like a song, you know, a good song can be played by any instrument, right? It just, the song itself is strong enough. I'm just curious, like the story,
It
right?
would be really neat. I mean, it would have to be completely reimagined, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it would lose that part of its, I don't know, that fabric of
There's
what
a
it
magic
is, right?
to it. Well, you're talking
That part
Eldritch
is-
is basically
Yeah.
magical.
And is magical and is derived from puppets. Like it's always a puppet show of some sort. There's always one element of that, if not the whole show. So I don't know. That boggles my mind to even think like that.
When there's always music too, and it's always hard. Like there've been a bunch of television shows that have kind of tread into the musical theater territory, like especially Gallivant. Do you watch
Oh, I
Gallivant?
love Gallivant.
Do you watch Gallivant?
Sad
I don't even know what
single
it is.
Tear.
Oh my god!
Sad
it's
single
lovely.
tear for no more Gallivant.
What?
Uh-oh.
Hey, they got a second season, and no one thought they would. Maybe somehow they'll get a third season. Now that they've got a dragon,
I would
it's
really like
it's
that.
basically Monty Python meets musical theater. It's like it's swords and sorcerers and wizards and warriors and knights in shining armor and damsels in distress
And every
Broadway
musical
show
theater
tunes.
joke you could imagine.
Yes.
It's genius.
And the more you know about musical theater, the more it skewers you personally, and it's hilarious.
I want to see this show.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy. Well, I don't know. It's a kind of show that some people absolutely cannot stand, and everybody else loves.
Yeah, it's very niche.
They actually do like things like they did a song at the beginning of the second act about the second season about how they couldn't believe they got a second season.
Very meta, which I dig.
Yes, which I dig too. Yes,
Yeah,
it's very fun.
that sounds cool. I've never
Yeah.
heard of it. What channel is it on?
Netflix?
Not that this is
It's
about
on Netflix. You can get it on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yes, yes. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's very few shows that are on like television or movies that manage to kind of bring that same kind of heightened reality, musical theater, or the darkness of the subject matter with the pathos, and I mean it's a really particular kind of experience that you have in that darkened theater.
Yeah. And to imagine it any other way, I think it would lose some of its magic. No pun intended.
Well,
Not
I'm
actually
trying to
losing the
picture it
magic.
like Eric Wolf taking Pretorius Weathergloom or Brimstone McCready and somehow appearing on stage at Caesar's Palace, or like just the Eric Wolf Vegas experience. And
I
can
think you'd be
almost
down with that.
Yeah, I can almost.
I mean, there's
picture it working.
Megatrons. It could work.
Yeah,
You know, as long as there's like some kind of drone filming that's happening the whole time.
And like there's
catching
like
everything.
Jeff Dunham does puppets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right, because magicians do headliners at
Yeah,
like Caesars and
yeah.
whatnot. Why not?
Yeah, and there's
All right.
like little tiny people on a stage with billions of people.
So there's another
And you
business
could
deal that
steal it.
needs to happen.
I suppose so.
Done.
I just really like the idea of, Eric Wolf headlining the Bellagio or something, because I think that would be
I
hilarious.
think you'd be okay with that.
I think he'd be I think he'd be okay with it. Because apparently his kids do really well on their YouTube channel, and sometimes
Yes,
he's a
we
little
have
bit
a whole
annoyed.
playlist on our channel.
So I heard he was a little annoyed that his sons were doing better on some of their video hits than he was.
Well,
Yeah, just a
a
little.
little
Yeah.
bit jealous.
The cute kids,
Because they understand YouTube.
Well,
no,
there's
no,
that.
just because they're kids and they're cute, and they were doing Star Wars, I think, or something. They were doing like, I don't remember. This
You
is
can
a
always
COVID.
check out Eldritch on
It's gonna
YouTube
sound
and
like
see
I'm
it.
stalking Eric Wolf from a distance.
Hey, when you do good stuff, people notice.
It is true.
Hmm?
It is true. And I think that if Eric Wolf lived anywhere in the world but Canada, he'd probably be a lot more famous than he is. Yeah, that's just my thought on it.
Well, we have to tell people how they can get tickets.
Yeah.
For this.
Absolutely. So, anywhere and everywhere on the internet, if you look for Eldritch Theater, you will find us. That's all of our tags and our website. You can also go not only to eldritchtheater.ca/buy-tickets, but you can also go to Brown Paper Tickets and look up The Harrowing of Brimstone McCready. Or again, find us on social, because I have been posting it like mad. And say hi, because it's me. I'm the marketing monster on Twitter, so please say hello.
But be careful, because she's a redhead.
Just say.
But she's a redhead who likes to give out free stuff.
I
So
do.
that's, yeah.
I do. I really like giving away presents.
And you'll
so.
never know that she's taken your soul in exchange.
No, you won't even miss it.
That's nice. Well, this is great. Thanks for coming on the show,
Thanks
Adriana.
so much
Tell
for
us
having
about this.
me.
We'd love to hear the next one. I know the next one's going to be in Las Vegas. It's going to be a cast of thousands
Amazing.
of puppets.
Yeah, 7-foot puppets. That's what's going to have to happen now.
Okay, now I can actually picture that. Somehow I can picture that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
Anyway,
so much.
Thanks for doing this today. Okay. I guess that's it for the show, Jen.
It's crazy. I feel like I'm not working hard enough. I really feel like I need
Well,
to be.
we already have a fully booked next Wednesday. I'm just
Do
saying.
we? Okay,
So
that's good. So
it's all
everyone
good.
tune in next Wednesday when you'll see Hugh and me working hard again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, have a great weekend. We'll see you all next time here at ThatChannel.com.